It's Thursday, August 7th. In the headlines, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness urges Jamaicans to participate in the country's development, and the opposition leader, Mark Golding, expresses confidence in Jamaica's ability to overcome adversities. In business news, insurance rates to dip. Regionally, human milk bank to be established in Trinidad and Tobago. And in sports, Jamaican sprinter Johan Blake is set to receive the Order of Distinction. And West Indies names squad for the one-day international series against Pakistan. This is the news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Reflecting on the country's development over the past 63 years, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says Jamaicans should be proud of the nation's progress. In his Independence Day message on Wednesday, he noted achievements in macroeconomic stability, record employment, and resilient growth.
The Prime Minister says there is more work to be done to build the Jamaica that was promised in 1962 when the country declared its independence.
At 63 years young, Jamaica is still writing its story. We have come far, but our best chapters lie ahead. Independence is not a gift. It's a responsibility, a daily discipline. The strength of a nation lies not only in the capabilities of its government, but also in its people to work, build, and yes, to sacrifice for the future of their families and communities.
He notes that the role of the government in this regard is to create the conditions for development so that the sacrifice of the people is not in vain.
That is why we continue to pursue policies that expand opportunities, promote ownership, and reward productivity. We are building a Jamaica where law-abiding citizens have the freedom to work and play without fear, and the freedom to elevate through education, enterprise, and effort.
Dr. Holness says every Jamaican should contribute to the country's future.
Independence means we have the agency, but more so, the duty to choose our path to the future we want, and not to leave it up to others to choose for us. This Independence Day, I challenge every Jamaican to choose the Jamaica you want, the future you would like to see. Be active in your contribution to building it, and be strong in taking responsibility for your corner of it.
Opposition leader Mark Golding says Jamaica has the capacity to overcome adversities and build a strong economy that delivers opportunities and advancement for all. In his Independence Day message, Mr. Golding says it will require diligent leadership
that is caring and inclusive, and which steadfastly upholds integrity in public life. Jamaica needs leaders who tell the people the truth, rather than empty promises which never see the light of day.
He says this type of leadership would create a more balanced society.
So as we celebrate the 63rd anniversary of our independence, we are approaching a crossroads in history, an opportunity to embrace a positive and progressive future for the Jamaican people. The time of choice is nigh, and it is a choice which will chart the course of our nation for the years to come.
As Jamaica celebrates its 63rd year of independence, the Governor General, His Excellency Sir Patrick Allen, is calling on citizens to move beyond ceremony and focus on the true nation building. In his annual Independence Day message, the Governor General reminded Jamaicans that independence is more than a date. It's a daily responsibility.
Independence is more than a historic date or a change in political status. It is the daily work of building a nation that is strong, that is self-reliant, and united in purpose.
He praised Jamaica's global impact through culture, athletics, and diaspora, but said real independence must include economic growth, quality education, and justice for all.
As we celebrate, let us not forget those who still wait to feel the full promise of independence, those who seek inclusion, protection, and a fair chance at a better life. Let us go forward together with courage and conviction, and with care. Let us continue to build a Jamaica that reflects the dreams of our ancestors and the aspirations of every citizen.
Jamaicans came out in their black, green, and gold to celebrate the country's 63rd anniversary of independence on Wednesday, August 6th at the annual Grand Gala at the National Stadium in Kingston. This year's festivities were held under the theme, "Be Proud, Be Bold," in black, green, and gold. The PBCJ's news team went out early to greet the crowd and talk about their expectations for the event.
Just to see the activities that is going to be performed today and also knowing more about our culture, Jamaica. What's your name? Can you tell me your name, little one? Isabel. Hi, Isabel. Did you put on your beads yourself?
Yeah.
Are you excited to be here at the National Stadium?
Yeah.
This is my first time at the gala and I'm so excited to be here.
What do you think about an occasion like this as an outsider? What are your feelings?
Oh my gosh, it feels like a rich culture, alive. You know, it's a lot of people coming together to celebrate something much bigger than ourselves. So I love seeing the community, seeing the black excellence and the beautiful Jamaican people.
I was watching it via the television last year and seeing all that was happening, and I said to my wife and kids, I don't know where you are all going to be next year, which is this year, but I'm going to be sitting in the National Stadium. And guess what? Here am I.
What? I'm glad that I found someone who's been here before. Tell me if you have any memory of what used to happen in the past Grand Galas. What are some of your memories? What stands out?
What stands out was the military approach into the stadium, coming down the McDonald Tunnel in one uniform way. And guess what? I used to watch JBC in its olden days capturing the event.
The event was organized by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport through the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC. Some 2,500 participants took part in the celebration, including members of various uniformed groups and cultural dancers. We caught up with the Jamaica Festival Queen 2025, Brittany Clark.
It's really an overwhelming feeling. I'm so happy, I'm overjoyed, I'm gracious. I'm just really happy to be here to celebrate 63 years of independence right here at the National Stadium, the heart of community, connection, culture. It's an amazing feeling.
Members of the government were out. We caught up with Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, who came out early with his family to enjoy the festivities.
Grand Gala is a great event, and we have to admire Minister Grange, who really put all of these things together. She has done a tremendous job. I can tell you she worked, and she pleaded that cabinet to ensure that she put on a great event. And so I don't know, most years they have the Prime Minister and the Speaker of the House and President of the Senate coming in. In 2011 I did it when I was Speaker of the House. But I think it's a great event that the people of Jamaica enjoy. It shows some of the best of our culture, and it also allows a number of the participants to show off their skills and their real professional dramatic movements. So it's always a pleasure to come here.
Segments of the Grand Gala also celebrated reggae music, most notably with the presentation of this year's Reggae Icon Award recipients, Leroy Sibley's, Beres Hammond, and Capleton.
It's a great joy, you know what I mean, to be honored tonight, you know, as Jamaica celebrate 63 years of independence. A long time we are under fire, we travel four corners of the earth, represent the music, represent reggae music, represent dancehall, you know what I mean? And I want to big up all the icons before me and the youth them to come.
Time now for the Business Report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. 2 listed companies have shared their results and corporate changes with investors. Lasco Financial Services Limited for the first quarter ending June 30, 2025 reports a 128% increase in 3 months net profit. Supreme Ventures Limited has advised of the appointment of Mr. Warren Wilson as the General Manager of Supreme Road Limited effective August 4, 2025. And investors can look forward to passive income from listed companies. Future Energy Source Company Limited advises that its board of directors will be considering the payment of a dividend for the financial year ending March 31, 2025 at its next board meeting scheduled for Tuesday, August 12, 2025. Productive Business Solutions Limited has advised that on August 13, 2025, the board of directors will convene a meeting to consider dividend payments to the 9.25% and 10.5% perpetual cumulative redeemable preference shares. The Insurance Association of Jamaica says it is anticipating a dip in property insurance rates as reinsurance companies begin to show renewed interest in Latin America and the Caribbean due to declining costs. Peter Levy, past president and executive director of the association, speaking to RJR News, says after years of volatility due to adverse market conditions driven by global economic shocks, there are signs of stabilization. He also stressed that the sharp increase in reinsurance rates experienced in recent years may be finally receding. For the trading period ending August 5, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited with 3,418,232 units traded, representing 19.41% of market sales volume. Caribbean financial conglomerate JMB Group Limited 7.35% cumulative redeemable preference shares with 2,507,283 units traded, representing 14.24% of market sales volume. Alternative energy provider Wigton Energy Limited with 1,871,434 units traded, representing 10.63% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On August 5, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US 73.70 million purchased and US 65.23 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $2.16 per dollar, selling the US at $161.25 and buying the US at $159.23. The British pound yielded Forex traders $8.51 in profit, with selling at $214.82 and buying at $210.90. For our credit report tip of the day, there is quiet strength in rebuilding your credit. No applause, no shortcuts, just steady, deliberate action. Now, it can feel like a long road, especially when progress shows up slowly and setbacks feel loud. But behind the scenes, every on-time payment, every corrected error, every smart move is laying the groundwork for bigger opportunities, stronger financial footing, and renewed confidence in what's possible. So yes, every dispute takes about 30 to 60 days to unwind. However, the results are worth it. You have confidence in your future, dignity in every dollar, and peace of mind. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, in Trinidad and Tobago, Health Minister Dr. Lakram Badu says Human Milk Bank will soon be established in Trinidad and Tobago to provide vulnerable newborns with access to life-saving donor milk. He made the announcement while speaking at the official World Breastfeeding Week 2025 celebration, where 25 healthcare professionals were also certified as Baby-Friendly Hospital Initiative trainers, a milestone for the region. The details in this report.
World Breastfeeding Week 2025 was celebrated under the theme Prioritize Breastfeeding, Create Sustainable Support Systems. And Minister of Health Dr. Lakram Badu said the government is taking steps to improve neonatal health outcomes.
So we are therefore taking decisive steps with the support of the Federative Republic of Brazil and technical guidance from PAHO WHO to establish a human milk bank right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So once completed, this facility will ensure that every infant in need has access to life-saving human milk, regardless of circumstance.
Minister Bodo said there are currently over 700 milk banks worldwide, and Trinidad and Tobago's facility will position the nation as a leader in the Caribbean, supporting other countries seeking to set up similar services. He also stressed the long-term benefits of breastfeeding, not just for newborns, but for preventing chronic illnesses in adulthood.
Furthermore, according to a recent study, there is evidence that breastfeeding has protective rules against obesity, hypertension, dyslipidemia, and type 2 diabetes mellitus during adulthood. This is a further reason and very important reason, Minister, why we should encourage breastfeeding, because as we know, we have a scourge of NCDs in this country, diabetes, and hypertension, and so on, and obesity.
Minister Bodo added that the new milk bank is part of the ministry's broader vision to meet the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. Country Representative for PAHO WHO Dr. Gabriel Vivas Francisconi shared that the organization will also be providing support to Trinidad and Tobago to implement Kangaroo Mother Care (KMC). KMC is a method of caring for premature or low birth weight infants, emphasizing skin-to-skin contact between the baby and parent, typically the mother, along with exclusive breastfeeding.
PAHO will today be supporting the Ministry of Health and in particularly the National Breastfeeding Unit by providing kangaroo wraps that will be given to mothers of premature and sick neonates to encourage them to move towards the early initiation of kangaroo mother care where indicated. As we continue to support mothers and fathers, grandfathers, aunts, and other family members who provide crucial support for breastfeeding women.
This year's celebration also saw the presentation of certification to 25 healthcare professionals, the first cohort in the Caribbean to be trained and certified as Baby-Friendly Hospital Initiative trainers. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TTT News.
The European Union has deployed a 14-member team of long-term observers to all 10 administrative regions ahead of Guyana's 2025 general and regional elections. This team is part of the EU election observation mission led by European parliamentarian from Poland, Robert Biedron. Deputy Chief Observer Vanya Angelova told reporters during a media briefing on Wednesday that these persons are expected to work independently, be fact-based, and remain neutral.
Last week, we met with series of interlocutors to present the mission. We met with different institutions, including the General Election Commission of Guyana. We met with political parties, with the presidential candidates. We met also with the civil society, with the judiciary, and of course with the international community present here. We are deploying 14 long-term observers in the different regions. We will cover all 10 regions. Our long-term observers will work in teams of 2. They come from 14 different countries, and also when we form our teams, we are very particularly paying attention to have gender balance. Our long-term observers will meet with the different stakeholders in the regions. They will meet with political parties and candidates contesting there. They will meet with the local branches of the election administration. They will also meet with the civil society, local media, and all other interlocutors who are present on the ground. And they will make independent, neutral, and fact-based assessment of the election preparations and also the election process. Some of them will cover more than one region, and they will travel on a daily basis, and they will be able to cover the regions in which they are not actually based.
Putting a green spin on city tours, Belize City is now home to a fleet of electric and solar-powered tuk-tuks, thanks to a new eco-friendly business shaking up local tourism. Belize Tour Services, popularly known as tuk-tuks, blend sustainable transport with cultural exploration, guided by licensed tour operators. But for founder Tanisha Vernon, this venture is about more than just mobility. It's about memories, national pride, and giving locals and tourists alike a joyful, affordable way to rediscover the city.
Putting eco-friendly innovation in the spotlight, Tuk Tuk Belize Tour Services has redefined what it means to explore the streets of Belize City. These electric and solar-powered tuk-tuks are more than a trendy way to travel. They're a commitment to eco-friendly tourism and cultural immersion. The service will offer guided tours both day and night, led by licensed tour guides. Passengers will experience Belizean history through interactive stops, museums, and landmarks. Tanisha Vernon shares what motivated her journey as a businesswoman.
The inspiration started after the COVID about 4 years ago. I'm an avid traveler, and we had a death in our family, and so we visited Petén, Guatemala, and they had the traditional old school tuk-tuks, and for that split second, you know, we were mourning and we were going through our loss, but I felt so much joy driving and riding, just nothing special about it, but for me, it had given me a feeling that lived on for a moment, and I'm like, how can I bring something like this to Belize? You know, we're so close to Guatemala, and yet we don't have anything similar like this in our country. And after that, I did my research, and I was lucky to find a manufacturing company that could have customized it in a more environmental friendly way.
Beyond business, Vernon hopes this new mode of transportation will change how people look at traversing Belize City, especially through the lens of sustainability and national pride.
I believe with true education, and they're seeing, you know, one thing I believe that when people see, we can say all the nice words, we can, you know, talk about sustainability, we can talk about all these other things, but having it in real time and to give people the opportunity and having a price point that gives locals the opportunity to experience, you know, what others get to experience in Thailand, in Asia, in Africa. We're now bringing that to Belize, and I'm just so grateful to be that person to introduce this product into our country.
In sports, we begin with athletics. Renowned Jamaican sprinter Johan Blake is set to receive the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander in recognition of his exceptional contribution to track and field, as well as his philanthropic work through the Why Be Afraid Foundation. According to the Jamaica Information Service, the athlete is among 35 individuals named in the Commander category as part of over 140 Jamaicans who will receive national honors this year. The national awards will be officially presented on National Heroes Day in October. Johan Blake is a former world champion and Olympic medalist and has long been celebrated not only for his achievements on the track, but also for his commitment to empowering youth through education and wellness initiatives led by his foundation. Now on to the pitch with cricket. Cricket West Indies has unveiled a 15-member squad for the upcoming 50-over leg of the white ball home series against Pakistan. The three-match CG United one-day international series is set to take place at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy on August 8th, 10th and 12th. Nasira Mohammed reports.
The series marks the final installment of the 2025 Fuller Energy Home Tour and provides a key opportunity for the regional side to solidify its ODI core in the lead-up to the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2027. The squad retains the core group of players who were instrumental in home series victories over England and Bangladesh late last year, as well as the competitive tour of the United Kingdom earlier in 2025. The West Indies will be chasing a fourth consecutive ODI series win on home soil. Head coach Darren Sammy in his statement expressed confidence in the group's form and readiness for the challenge ahead. Pakistan presents a different test and challenge as we continue our push for automatic qualification for the 2027 World Cup. While qualifying is our immediate goal, maintaining a winning mentality and team cohesion is essential for long-term success. The squad sees the return of all-rounder Romario Shepherd, who missed the recent encounters against Ireland and England. Meanwhile, pacer Alzari Joseph has been granted an extended rest as part of CWI's ongoing workload management strategy. Sami emphasized the importance of facing top-tier opponents like Pakistan to enhance the team's global ranking, saying, "The upcoming matches against teams like Pakistan, who are ranked higher, provide crucial opportunities to earn valuable ranking points to improve our standing ahead of the World Cup." The CG United ODI series promises to be a high-stakes contest, with both teams eyeing important wins in the global rankings race. First ball is scheduled for 2 p.m. on August 8th, while the second and third ODIs begin at 9:30 a.m. local time at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy.
In other news, we look to football. After defeating Antigua and Barbuda in their opening match of the CONCACAF Under-15 Boys Championship, Trinidad and Tobago looked to make it back-to-back wins when they took on Bermuda. Another win would see Trinidad and Tobago advance out of their group. Adrian Nazar brings us the highlights.
The Trinidad and Tobago Under-15 boys football team took to the field in Aruba for the second time in 2 days to face Bermuda in their League B Group E match in the CONCACAF Boys Championship. TNT came into the match knowing that another win would put them on top of their group, clinching qualification. Bermuda needed at least a draw to keep their hopes alive. Akeem Duncan had TNT's first chance with this adventurous effort. TNT grabbed the lead in the 6th minute when forward Adasa Richardson got past his man skillfully before finding the net. 1-0 TNT. It was one-way traffic in Aruba, with TNT creating chance after chance, but had to settle for only a 1-0 advantage going in at the break.
But that wasn't enough. Meanwhile, Bermuda needed to...
Bermuda fought back in the second when captain Zion Jennings had a free kick, but his shot went over the goal. Bermuda would be outdone again when a corner from Sebastian James was headed home by substitute Jeremiah Nanton.
Headed home by the substitute Jeremiah Nanton off to the corner to celebrate.
Trinidad and Tobago defeated Bermuda 2-0, making it back-to-back wins, sending them on top of Group E on 6 points and gaining qualification to the next round. TNT will face Barbados in their final group match on Thursday. Adrian Lazar, TTT Sport.
And that's it for the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thanks for watching.